Hey everyone, if you're running a big lawn tractor or a utility trailer and you're tired of replacing cheap tires every season, you might be wondering if these BKT TR135 tires are actually worth the upgrade. I've been testing a set on my 25 horsepower tractor pulling a 1,200-pound landscape trailer over rough ground, and I've got to say, the difference is pretty noticeable. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, these are April 18, 34 8-ply diagonal tires, which means they're built tough for heavy loads and rough terrain. I've been using them for about 6 months now, mostly for hauling mulch, gravel, and even pulling my zero-turn mower through muddy spots. The 8-ply construction gives them that extra sidewall strength so they don't bulge or wear down as fast as those thinner trailer tires you usually see. I've noticed they hold up way better when I'm driving over roots or uneven ground. No more sidewall cracks after a few weeks. Another thing I really like is how well they grip in wet conditions. I live in an area where the ground stays soggy for weeks at a time, and these tires have way more traction than the standard ones that came with my trailer. I've been able to pull a fully loaded trailer up a slight incline without spinning out, which is a huge relief. They're not as aggressive as a tractor tire meant for fields, but for trailers and attachments, they do the job without getting stuck. The size is April 18, 34, which is pretty common for larger lawn tractors and compact utility tractors. I've seen some people try to fit smaller tires just to save money, but these give you that extra stability when you're hauling heavy stuff. I've pulled loads up to 1,800 pounds with no issues, and the ride feels smoother because the extra air volume absorbs some of the bumps. One thing to keep in mind is that these are diagonal tires, not radial. That means they're built with layers of fabric running diagonally across the tire, which gives them that classic sturdy feel but can make the ride a little firmer than radial tires. If you're used to radials, it might take some getting used to, but for the price and durability, it's a trade-off I'm happy to make. I also like that they're designed specifically for lawn and garden use. Some generic trailer tires are made for on-road use, but these are built for off-road conditions, which is exactly what I need. They've held up well in my testing, even after driving over gravel and small rocks. The tread pattern isn't super deep, but it's enough to channel away dirt and water so you don't get hydroplaning. Now, let's talk about the downsides. The first thing you'll notice is that these tires are heavy. That's because of the 8-ply construction, which is great for durability but makes them a pain to handle if you're swapping them yourself. I had to use a jack and some muscle to get them on and off the rims, so if you're not comfortable with that, you might want to have a shop do the install. Also, they're not cheap, but when you compare them to the cost of replacing cheaper tires every season, they actually end up saving you money in the long run. Another thing to watch out for is the speed rating. These tires are rated for lower speeds, so if you're planning to use them on a highway or at high speeds, they might not be the best choice. They're really meant for slow, heavy-duty work, which is perfect for lawn and garden tasks but not for hauling a trailer down the interstate. Overall, I've been really happy with these BKT TR135 tires. They're durable, grip well in wet conditions, and hold up under heavy loads. If you're running a lawn tractor or utility trailer and you need tires that can handle rough terrain and heavy hauling, these are a solid investment. They might cost more upfront, but they'll last you years longer than the cheaper options. So if you're in the market for some tough, reliable tires for your lawn or garden equipment, give these a look. The link is below if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.